Hey guys! So today we're starting a new chapter in our math book, chapter 6, and we're talking about subtracting. So before I get into subtraction and what it is, I want to review what opposites are. So we've talked about opposites a few times, but I want to review. So opposites are pairs of words that are different from each other. So, for example, the opposite of hot is cold because they're different from each other, right? If you're not hot, then you're cold. Um, and then, of course, we have the opposite of tall, which is this group of flowers right here. They're tall. The opposite of tall would be short, like these flowers here. This is tall right here, and these are short. So that's another opposite. And we have one more over here. We have fast and slow. So the opposite of fast, if you're not going fast, you're going slow. So the opposite of fast is slow. Okay, we reviewed that because I wanted to let you know that subtracting is the opposite of adding. So, in adding, we learned about that in the last chapter. We are adding to the group. So, right here, we have, let me get my highlighter here. Right here, we have 3 birds, right? And then we add 2 more birds. 3 and 2, 3 plus 2 equals 5. When we subtract, we're taking the 5. This time we have elephants. So we have, let me get a color here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elephants. And 3 of them are going away. So 1, 2, 3 are going away. So 5 minus 3 equals, how many are left? 2. So, if you're ever unsure about an addition or a subtraction problem, you can do the opposite to check your answer. So, if I'm not 100% sure that 3 plus 2 equals 5, then I can take 5 and take 3 away, and I get 2. I don't want to confuse you too much, but I just want you to understand that subtracting, which is when we take a group away, is the opposite of adding, which is when we join two groups together. Okay? All right, so we have some other vocabulary to go over here. So, the first one is take away. So, subtracting means the same thing as take away. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birds, and 2 of them fly away. So 5 minus 2, and that leaves us with 3 birds left. Okay? Okay, let me get that one out of the way. Oops. All right. Take it over here. And okay, so subtracting and taking away are the same thing. Subtract means to take away. All right? And when we subtract, we use the minus sign. So when we were adding, we used a plus sign, right? Oh, that is not a good plus sign. When we were adding, we used the plus sign. When we subtract, we use the minus sign, like that. So if I want to write my equation here, I have 1, 2, 3 yellow dots minus, I'm taking 2 away. So we're going to use that minus sign. If you see this, it means take away. If you see this, it means add. Take away, add. 3 minus 2 equals. We're still going to use the equal sign. I have it right over here. Equal, the equal sign tells us I'm about to get my answer. I'm going to figure out what 3 take away 2 is. And I know that because I see this equal sign. So 3, 1, 2, 3, minus 2 equals 1, right? Good. Okay, let's get rid of all this. So we still use the equal sign when we're writing our subtraction sentences, or, yeah, our subtraction equations. We still use the equal sign, but we use the minus sign instead of the plus sign. So minus means take away. Let's just move it right over here with the take away. Minus means take away. And then we have two words that mean the same thing. We have are left. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shells, seashells, I have 6 seashells, and then we take away 2 seashells. So 6 minus 2, how many are left? We're looking at that equal sign, so 6 minus 2 equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how many are left. That are left is the same as this word right here, the difference. So when we learned about addition, the answer to an addition problem was the sum. When we're talking about subtraction, the answer to a subtraction question is the difference. So right here, you don't have this card. Miss Simons took a blank card and wrote on this. So if you want to, you can take one of your blank cards and write difference. And then I just wrote a little equation here, which is a subtraction sentence. It's like writing a sentence with words, but you're using numbers. So I had 4 triangles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I took away 2. So I took 2 and put an X over them, took them away. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. So the difference is 2. The difference is just the answer to our subtraction problem. And it means the same thing as if I said, oh, let me get my thing here. The difference means the same thing as saying, this is how many I have left. It's just the answer to our subtraction problem. So that's all of our vocabulary that we need for Chapter 6 for subtraction. So remember, to subtract means to take away. And then when we write a subtraction equation or sentence, we use the minus sign. And we still use the equal sign because the equal sign tells us I'm about to find my answer. And we get the answer to a subtraction problem, which is the difference, or tells how many are left